And welcome back, everybody. It's Marketplace Law time. And today we're going to talk about hiring contractors. It is that time of year. And if you have any kind of work you want done around your house, you got to know who to hire. Attorney David Lowe is here from the law firm Clark & Lowe, and he's going to tell us about the best ways to prevent a bad experience from happening to you. Good to have you back, David.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thank you. Well, let's talk about that. This is that time of year.
Yes, it is.
Right? And so for people who are looking for a contractor, there are laws that can help.
There's quite a few laws that can help. And what they really need to do is first do their own research as far as trying to find a reputable contractor. Don't hire somebody that comes knocking at your door or says, I'm in the neighborhood, oh, by the way, I did something for this neighbor or that neighbor, because they try to get this connection to you.
They leverage it.
Yes, yeah. So if I was somebody hiring a contractor, I'd do a background check, make sure they're licensed, bonded, have their workers' comp documents. You have to do investigation on your contractor.
Is that easy to do?
You can. Well, number one, you can find out where they're licensed. Like if you live in a suburb or in the Columbus, you can contact the building departments to find out if they're licensed, or you can ask them for a copy of their license.
Oh, I see. Okay. What about the referral services? Are there some that help out in those regards?
Well, I mean, I know that there's different referral services that say that they've more or less vetted these contractors. My personal practice, I have run into people that have run into problems with those contractors also. So sometimes you have to be careful too of what somebody says they can do and can't do, because sometimes they have a tendency to overinflate their experience.
Gotcha.
And they get into something they don't know what they're doing.
I've often heard that you don't pay in advance. Is that correct?
Yet, if they're asking for a large upfront payment, I would be very leery. The other warning sign would be if they ask you to pull the permits. Sometimes they'll say...
What is that a signal of?
Well, that's a signal that they may not be licensed if they can't get a permit.
Gotcha. So, interesting. All right, so what happens in the event we are ripped off?
Well, obviously, under those circumstances, you need to contact an attorney. With Columbus Bar Association that has a referral service that they can call into and request for an attorney that's experienced in that area. I would not try to remedy the situation by themselves. They're going to need help with legal counsel.
Will that usually solve the issue, or are some of these guys the like dine and dash kind of contractors?
Yeah, fly-by-nights. Yes, definitely. They may run into a situation where they can't recover their money. That's an unfortunate situation, and that all goes back to do your homework. If you find a reputable contractor that's been around for a while, more than likely that's not going to happen.
There is something called a Home Solicitation Sale Act. What is that?
That is a statute to protect consumers that when a contractor comes to your door and negotiates the contract at your house, it's a home solicitation. You have a 3-day right of rescission. If your contract does not have that 3-day right of rescission, I would be very leery of that contractor. And then also too, under that statute, if they don't give you that 3-day right of rescission, you can rescind the contract at any time and recover your money. But again, it goes back to whether the contractor's a fly-by-night or not.
Got it, got it. Well, obviously a lot to think about, but at least there are some safeguards in place, and we do know an attorney or two if you need one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good to see you.